Listen. Universe is telling me, Joe, you just need to do this video today. There are some people that need this. Alright. So here I am. Joe, man, you know, shouldn't the market have recovered, you know? Shouldn't we be in recovery mode right now, you know? And all I can think of is patience, 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 patience. Even Michelle White of Theta Coin. It's going to go so well. You just have to be patient. Patience, patience, patience. Funny that she, not a trader even kind of, in any market, much less cryptos, used that word, patience. And that is a key word we crypto hodlers always use, and traders in crypto. What's the old saying? It will be a transfer of wealth, it always is, from the impatient to the patient. And I think everybody who saw how December went and expects that any day now that's going to happen again, just like that. But it may not blast off just like that, where, you know, Litecoin doubles in 1 day or 2 days, you know what I mean? Although that could very well happen in the future. But you shouldn't have expectations that it's going to, oh, it needs to happen by now. So, you know, Joe, all right, enough with the psychic stuff. But here's the thing, my mom's psychic. She told me things pretty much always happen. I've known her all my life, you know. I've seen it. Had the people over my house this past weekend. Wish they could stay. Wish they were my damn neighbors. Our kids could play, you know, good people next door. Man. And maybe one day in the future that'll be a reality. Jean-Claude, who by the way has the ability, who also by the way is a phenomenal remote viewer. Like epic. Ed and Dick, both of you guys, I'd like to introduce you to Jean-Claude. Whenever I say that, I always want to say, Jean-Philippe! Jean-Philippe! Open Hell's Kitchen. Yes, chef. Oui, chef. Jean-Philippe! This is not Jean-Philippe, this is Jean-Claude. My wife says the same thing. She's like, I always catch myself. I have to say Jean-Claude. I always want to say Jean-Philippe. Yeah, Chef Ramsay's got that pounded into our head. Used to always watch Hell's Kitchen. Which I don't really watch it anymore. I don't even know. I don't even think it's on anymore. I don't even know. I don't really watch it anymore. But anyways, let's get back on cryptos. He read me, as I said. He knew things and said some things that I know he wouldn't know. He has that ability. My mom tells me, Joe, and has been telling me since even before I went to Tennessee. And remember when I first got to Tennessee and people were asking about Bitcoin, I'm like, stay away from it. I'm not messing with that thing. And then it was up and then crashed down. I'm like, see, I told you, man, this thing, you know, blah, blah, blah. But then later that year, I was like, you know, man, there's something to this. No, man, I think I'm changing my mind on this. So I did a video, guys. Man, got that one wrong. I think there's something to this Bitcoin stuff. We really need to keep following this, and there could be something here. You know, whatever I said in the video. It was even before that she told me, Joe, I just see this extra money coming in. I see this extra money. I don't know what it is. I see your regular job stuff, but then I see this over here. I see you retiring early. I'm like, retiring early? Actually, yeah, she's like early, like not a couple of years kind of a thing, but like early. So I'm thinking maybe 50. Now, I don't know if she said that to me at one point, like maybe 50, or if that's just what I thought. I can't remember now. But I knew it would be like a lot earlier than normal was what I gathered. And then I'd have her do a reading. I got back from Tennessee, same story. Maybe a couple of other, you know, things in there. And then last year, you're moving. I see boxes. Moving, we ain't moving. I got a foreclosure on my record. How are we moving? Well, and why would I want to leave this house we're renting, which is a pretty nice house. We were pretty happy in that house renting it. Why would I be moving unless I'm actually moving because I bought something? That didn't make sense. Boom, you're moving. Oh yeah, listen, there's a house. I just got my foreclosure record wiped clean, credit report, and we're looking at this house that I thought would be a fantasy, like a joke to my wife. Hey, one day if we make it, maybe we can get a house like this. Now that's a reality. Like, come on, all crypto related now. So he, Jean-Claude, Yep, she's kind of the same thing my mom sees. And Joe, I see your job, your day job, doing this, just fading out, like not too long out. It's fading out. You're not going to be there. You're going to be doing other things. You're gonna, and when he says other things, not I'm going to go find another job. It ain't got nothing to do with finding another job. So I'm thinking, and it took me all of a split second to figure out, as I've always thought, at least recently now. As in the last year and a half or last year or so. This stuff, my mom, cryptos. There's nothing else that it can be. There just isn't. And he says to me, as I said the other day, he's reading me, Joe, the numbers that you've come up with, I know we all do it, that you see, maybe, what you gain out of all this crypto and all that. Dude, I feel so much that you're wrong. It's going to be much higher than you've even thought and calculated. I'm thinking there's no way. Can't be, because it's already crazy. Where I think these cryptos are going in the next year or two is what I'm getting at. Which means if that's what I'm thinking for myself, and y'all are doing the same things that I've been doing, even similar, you may have the same story. So, but what about the recovery? It should be here right now. Like, it should have been here a couple days ago. What happened? Patience, patience, patience. I'm telling you. Michelle White Dove. Pete, go ahead and unload half your silver. And she was the same person many, 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 many years ago that said, everybody, you should be buying precious metals. Back when gold was like $250, silver $3-4. Buy precious metals, buy precious metals. She still says there is, it's not bad to have them today even, by the way. But last year, Pete's following me. He's hearing, I think he heard my Veritasium story, or I'm not sure exactly when he got him, but it was around that time. And he's just itching, man, I got to do something. Silver's been flat, precious metals. Although he made some, good money because he listened to her years ago. And so he's like, well, I'm just sitting on the silver, and man, I don't want to sell any of it really, but I'm like considering selling half of it. So he calls her to get his reading. Pete, sell it. Go ahead and do it. These crypto things, they're good. They're going to be for the people. This is a good thing. Absolutely go for it. These things are going to do real well. Go for it. Now, mind you, he got in right after that time period, right? So even today, is the recovery starting? He's doing great. Just like a lot of us, because we got in so much earlier than people recently. However, for the people recently, you have to wait too, because see, when we got in last year, cryptos didn't do what they did in December. They were on a nice steady rise, and there'd be some sell-offs, nice steady rise, some FUD about Bitcoin sell-off. It happened back then. Now, it didn't happen where, oh my God, 20% right now. Oh, that's fine. Oh, another 20% a few days later. What the hell? We didn't have no trustee selling off epic proportions of Mt. Gox Bitcoin like we have had over the last 3 months by chance. Which also reminds me, since the last major screw job that guy did he sold 6,000 Bitcoins times 3 in one day. Boop, 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 18,000 Bitcoin. That was when we had the $6,000 price of Bitcoin. By one individual caused all that. And his duty is to get the best price for the people that's owed this, according to the court, trustee, the bankruptcy trustee and all that stuff. So, somebody knew. Why? Again, futures contracts, they were all short. How the hell are they shorting it? Did you guys just not watch what happened in December? Yeah, we did. But maybe we know a guy who gave us some information that the prices are definitely going down. You had to be absolutely certain to go short in those futures contracts, which are leveraged, and make a killing, and they got it right. How did they get it right? Oh, and then February too? Well, how? Well, guy was unloading again. But after that last screw job, have we seen a big giant dump like we saw numerous times from December to January, February? Have we seen that? We have not. 4 or 5%. Oh, it's down 6%. Oh, yep. But we ain't down 20% 25% like when he unloaded. So again, it's just a matter of patience. So if I'm retiring early, which my mom's been telling me for years, and I couldn't even figure out why and how and what. I only had my day job at the time, doing little YouTube stuff on the side. Believe me, I wasn't hardly making any income. I was always telling myself, man, if I could just make enough income off YouTube to pay my rent, boy, that would be cool. That would be really neat. And then that happened. Again, subscriber base goes higher, advertiser revenue is going to go with it. Why? Because more people are watching. It's just math. But, oh, there's my rent. Oh, now I'm above my rent. That's cool, right? But I'm thinking, is that going to make, between that and my day job, am I retiring early, like 50 years old or something? Don't know about that. And then along came cryptos, and then it made sense. Cliff High, Joe, Webbot report. You're in there 3 times. First 2, he nailed. Nailed it. Happened. Oh my God, Cliff, amazing. 3rd time, Joe, I don't know what it is about you. You know what it is. Dude, universe likes you. Enterprise Joe, that's what's coming out of the 2020 year time frame. Enterprise Joe, dude, so whatever you're doing, good luck with that. It's going to be pretty amazing, whatever. And I'm like, well, what else? What else? He's like, I have nothing else. Just like the last 2 times, there was almost no data about it. Just bloop, bloop, bloop. That's all I got for you. Yet it was spot on the last 2 times. And if I'm, quote unquote, Enterprise Joe as he described it in 2020, what do you possibly think I'm going to be doing? Take a wild guess. What am I constantly talking about? More so than I do the news videos. Cryptos, I can't help it. They're everywhere. I can't stop talking about it. And that's that one thing. See, the news stuff isn't going to change your life and make you out of debt and make you have extra money and all that. But cryptos is. My mom even said it. December 22nd was one of the days we got nailed by Mt. Gox jerk sell-off. And she's in there riding her second week, right, first part of January, right around that 2nd week. That's what I got. Meditation, prayer, it'll be fine. That week, boom, we had the huge run-up. Huge. Go look at the charts. Go look at the entire market cap. I challenge you. Go back to coinmarketcap.com, hit the market cap, at the very top, click that link, and then go back and look at the dates. Because we thought we had one hell of a pull-up rise in December. Which we did, Bitcoin, Litecoin, holy crap. But then January came, they weren't back to those numbers yet. But the entire market cap was blasting higher, extremely high. And my mom basically got, that's what's going to happen here, so don't worry about it. And that's what she said, don't worry about it. You don't think for 1 second my mom, my son, he's in these cryptos, I meditated, it's not looking good, Joe. I'm just telling you it's not looking good, blah, blah, blah. I'd have to come out here, stare into this camera and tell you guys, I know some of y'all don't believe in psychics, and for you guys, maybe this is good news, but those of you that do, and know my mom does have a pretty good track record, she just said, blah, 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 oh my gosh. And I'll be honest, I may unload 50% of what I have because of what she just said. Right? I would have to come out here, as much as it would be painful and kill me to say that to you because we were so psyched about crypto, I would have to do that. But that's not the case. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. Michelle White Dove, cryptos are for the people. Nope, it's good. Theta Coin came to her, boom. Dick Algeier, extreme, unbelievable remote viewer. Drew pretty much the damn symbol of Theta. Didn't know why. Had no idea why he drew it when he drew it. And it wasn't all that long ago. But it was certainly before I got him on my show and I even talked to Michelle White Dove or even Pete. He'd already drew it down on that paper or whatever. And again, he didn't draw it in front of me. He drew it a while back and said, oh, check this out. Joe pulls it out of his cabinet. Look at this. Out of his bookshelf or whatever was in front of him. So I'm like, man, all these little hints from universe. And I just retweeted something last night about Theta that I saw from that actually Steven text messaged me. And so I was like, oh, let me join the Theta Twitter. Let me follow those guys so I can get some of those updates too. And they were just talking about how they just work with Samsung VR streaming something or another. So I'm like, wow, this really is okay. So I'm starting to see some of the tweets. And I'm like, this isn't just like a YouTube peer-to-peer. Oh, no, 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 no. This is content delivery network extraordinaire for everything. Absolutely everything. And again, I think it's going to be exactly what Michelle White Dove said. But she said you have to be patient, and then you'll be rewarded. And speaking of theta, whoa, will you be rewarded, is what we gathered from her based off of what she said. She has an incredible track record as well. As a matter of fact, an absolutely amazing, astounding track record. Especially when she's reading somebody one-on-one, when it's just for them. And all this crypto stuff, people had been asking her. And when she was giving out what their questions were, Theta Coin came to her, was not a question that was being asked at all. But it came to her, you got to tell Pete about this. Oh, have Pete call me when we're done with the session, okay? All right. Pete, what's up? Theta Coin, it'll make you rich. That's the one. I got Spirit was telling me, I was giving a reading. Theta Coin, have you ever heard of that one? Never heard of it in my life. Let me contact Joe. Joe, you ever heard? Nope. But I'm going to go look. He goes, well, I've been looking for like the last 3 hours. It actually looks really good. And a lot of people said the same thing. So again, I'm like, wow, how the hell did we miss that? You know, it happens. So I'll say it again. I am not concerned. I don't care if all three of different sources that I have as far as that study charts and trends, and okay, it looks like we're about to go in a breakout. It's about to start going higher now. All agreed that last weekend, and somewhere was like the 10th, 12th, the 13th, whatever, was their time. Basically last weekend. Wait a minute. We got another down day today. I'm talking to you right now. It's already red today. Of course, it could rebound later like it does sometimes. But I'm just here to tell you, I felt like the need. I just need to tell you. Almost like I can feel some extremely impatient people saying, oh, you know, all right, and I'm just here to shake my head and say, I don't think I'd do that. I think I'd be really patient here. And even the most recent Webbot report, if you read the thing, it doesn't say all of a sudden March would be the month. It literally, go reread, it's like, okay, really, it looks like April according to the data. And even its timing isn't always right. So I'm just, again, we'll be able to, I'm telling you, I don't know about we, but I'm going to be coming back, looking back, whether it's months from now, whatever it is, saying, remember all those times a bunch of us were out there telling y'all to just be patient? Just be patient. Remember that? And we kept saying it, and we kept saying it, and we kept saying it. Look where we're at today. Do you know what my cryptos are worth today? Hey, what are yours worth today? Those of you who were patient. Let me know, right? And then I'll see all the comments. Yep, Joe, I waited too. Oh, man, I sold off. Yes, man, I sold off. That's all right. You made a mistake, but that's why I was trying to do those videos early in 2018. To remind you, just be patient. We have so much confirmation that cryptos ain't even kind of going away, that I don't know what else I can come out here to tell you when you see all these businesses and companies doing things, gearing up for crypto. And you have to understand one absolutely critical thing here. These cryptos, whether it's Litecoin, Theta, any of them, limited supply. There's only, I think, 84 million Litecoin, 21 million Bitcoin, 500 million or whatever it was for Theta, right? When 500 million tokens or whatever it was, or was it 500 billion? Whatever it was, doesn't matter. They're fixed numbers. So as more people, even if they trickle in, and then more and more come, and more and more come, however the timing, whatever, doesn't matter. When that happens, there's only so many coins available. That alone tells you inflation's going to help these coin prices go. But Joe, I thought that this was supposed to happen by this time. Joe, I thought... Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Maybe the timing's off a little. I don't care. I know what these are. I know what the fundamentals are, and they're screaming, this is your shot. Right? You only get one shot. Do not miss your opportunity. Cryptos to the moon. Patience is a virtue, as they say, right? And I am as patient as hell. I've got my wife still. See, we should have sold the stuff in December and got the house and paid off the house off. Evelyn, relax. Evelyn, relax. Michelle White Dove already told you. My mom, everybody, relax. Yeah, but you coulda, shoulda, woulda. It doesn't matter. I've been able to acquire more Litecoin since then. More other cryptos since then. So, what's it going to be when those things go back up? Even more, right? Patience, everybody. Patience. So, I just want to talk to you for a minute and tell you I'm not even kind of concerned. Not a little bit, not a lot of it, not nothing. I'm so okay with this. Take care.